Hi, my name is Zach Watson. I run the ThinkShare channel, and I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about why I did the Drip from My Socks video parody of Drip from My Walk from Famous Dex. So this project first came about when I was talking with one of my students about what parody I should do next. I was looking for a song that I could improve on by being less repetitive and at the same time kind of keep up with. That was kind of how it started. Last year I made the Gucci Gang music video parody remix, and a lot of people liked that and they wanted to have some more. I get the drip from my socks, I flip the cup and they pop. I cross in the chair and they gawk, I'd be like Yoda with the floss. So in morning meeting every day with our group, I tend to cross my legs, and a lot of times my students have looked at my socks that I'm wearing that they can now see because the pant leg's not there, and a lot of people have just made a lot of comments. That's kind of how I started that one out. I finna be more than my clothes, I ain't gotta strut my ego, you making racks with no flow, I keep it lit out of my comfort zone. So I feel like a lot of times you see a lot of these guys are just, they care about what they're wearing and they think it defines them, and I really feel like I'm trying to be more than what I wear. I got this at the dollar store. This is just a regular white v-neck. Like, keep it lit out of my comfort zone. I think that one of my goals often is to simply be outside of my comfort zone, and so if I can push myself to be outside of my comfort zone, I can push my students to be out of their comfort zones. Getting outside your comfort zone, I think people underestimate the value of spending time outside of it. Thanks for the beat 'em a show. These teens that you are the real foe. Don't gotta repeat a lone note. Stop puffing those drugs, you a zomb. It's a parody. I stole the beat. Thanks for the beat 'em a show. Students don't realize that these guys really are the foe oftentimes in their life. They think they're the people they want to look after, and their parents are the problem, when in fact, if you follow these people, you're probably not gonna end up in the greatest of spots that you might think you are, because these guys have it all, right? A lot of these guys talk about taking a lot of drugs, smoking a lot. Like, they're gonna turn into zombies, and if they don't want to turn into zombies, they might want to cut back on the drug use. Chill on the drugs. Don't try to keep up with your favorite rapper, because guaranteed they do not do quite as much as they're talking about. Macklemore said it before because he was an addict at some point in time. Don't need him, I name the famous. You won't be me in Othello. My homeroom was calling me Todd. My students, they taught me to floss. My students last year at my previous school, a lot of times they came in and were talking to me, and one day someone just said I looked like a Todd, so they just started calling me Todd, and that rhymed with the previous word I needed to rhyme with. My students, they taught me to floss. Simple as that. They taught me that dance move, and I'm glad they did. Thanks, humans. I also love when they teach me dance moves. I feel like I'm pretty fire with a Millie Rock. I could Millie Rock to like any song out there. I'm thankful my students also taught me to Millie Rock. It just didn't rhyme with the words I needed to. I would have said that otherwise. I got a pride flag, it is pretty. In this chat, most show love to me. Then the trolls show up and start heckling. Thanks for the views, it is trending. I have a pride flag in my classroom. I've made some videos about it on YouTube, which have gotten a lot of attention. One of them has just over 100,000 views, which is a lot for me. Yeah, so a lot of people have shown a lot of love, and if you have seen my other recent video that's also just hit 100,000 views on the social experiment Hug Me I'm Trans, I held a sign that said Hug Me I'm an Ally next to someone holding a sign that said Hug Me I'm Trans, next to someone that said holding a sign that said Hug Me I'm Gay, and a lot of people show a lot of love. They talk about having tears in their eyes, they're so excited, they wish I was their teacher, and the really surprising and kind of funny part is that there have been a lot of people that have also given me the other feedback, which is that I'm a horrible person, I should be fired, all these different things because I have the flag in my classroom. Really interesting, there are a couple people that, because of their input, because of their comments, the video got a lot more views, and so it went up from like a couple hundred to 5,000 in a month, and that helped it skyrocket last June to hit 100,000. Thanks for the views, it is trending to the trolls and the haters. So as much as you think that you're trying to tear me down by giving me those crappy comments, it really helped a lot. A lot of people got to see that video that would not have if you had shut your face. So keep talking, I love it. Why did they vote Kavanugh? These people, they don't seem to cough. When these fake humans are exposed, I guess that they lack some more roles. I think that there have been a lot of reports about the fact that, you know, he wasn't necessarily anything special. it makes me sad. It makes me sad that they were able to look past all of the testimony that was talked about his experience with that woman, and they looked past it. And I mean, I don't know why she would ruin her own life to tell a lie. I think that's BS when people try to say that she's just trying to ruin his career. Yeah, she, like, if you hear about all the death threats she received, like, there was a lot on the line for her too. So it's pretty upsetting that they didn't take that seriously, or seriously enough to think that he was still going to be a good Supreme Court justice. Pretty disappointed. I get the whip from my maw. I get the grip from my paw. I get the logic from the zoo. I be like Katniss with the bow. I feel like I've learned a lot from both my mother and my father. My mom really taught me how to think, kind of be smart, be logical about things. My dad taught me a lot about how to persist through things and work hard. I got the logic from the zoo. I wasn't always a great math student, so the logic, I'm talking about like my math STEM type skills. The zoo is the nickname for UMass Amherst, where I went to engineering school. I am more than these clothes. I'm no monkey, I have evolved. Not a rat in a race for Big Bro. Fly out the matrix like Neo. For those that don't know, Big Brother is from the book 1984, where Big Brother is sort of this like overseeing, almost like political type figure that can see and influence everything. It's always watching. So not a rat in a race for Big Bro. I feel like I'm trying to break free of something that a lot of people are sort of born into, sort of dogma that, you know, you have a 9 to 5 and that's it. Fly with the Matrix like Neo. For those of you that have never seen The Matrix, it's a great movie. I highly recommend it. At the very end of, I think it's the first or second movie, he realizes that he can fly out of the Matrix. He no longer has to walk around and obey the laws of physics, because he's realized he's living in a computer program, and he kind of figures out how to be in the program and sort of hack it so that he can bend the rules. And I feel like I've learned how to do that in a lot of ways. I hope you like this. Let me know if you want more. I hope in the near future to be completing my next project, parody remix of Sicko Mode with Travis Scott and Drake, but attempting to call it Sicko Slope, which is I'm going to be teaching slope through that song. If you're someone that struggles with math, or you know a high school or middle school student that struggles and wants to learn math and the traditional ways are not working, hopefully this can help them out by giving them something that's pretty popular. A lot of people know the rhyme scheme and the flow of, and if you just relearn the new lyrics for that song, I'm trying to do something similar with math. Stay mindful, keep meditating, stay weird, humans. See ya!